One second you're flying down the highway in a Ferrari at 150 miles per hour. The next you're lucky to be alive. These are the soccer players who came face to face with death. And for Cristiano Ronaldo, just 3 days after buying his dream car, an accident changed his life forever. On January 8th, 2009, it was an unusual morning for Ronaldo. His coach had called for an early practice after Manchester United suffered a heartbreaking loss. His teammates were counting on him to be there, but Ronaldo was nowhere to be found. See, Ronaldo had overslept. When he finally woke up and saw all the notifications, he jumped out of bed immediately. We all know Ronaldo takes his game seriously, so missing practice? Unacceptable. But with only 20 minutes to get across the city, there was only one car in his garage that could get him there on time: his brand new Ferrari. Little did he know, getting in that car would be the biggest mistake of his life. Speeding through the streets of Manchester, Ronaldo pushed the car to its limits. But as he approached a tunnel, he lost control. The Ferrari skidded, spun, and smashed into a wall, completely totaled. The front end was destroyed, and debris was scattered everywhere. Somehow, Ronaldo climbed out without a single scratch on his body. It was a miracle. But from that moment on, he made a promise to himself to dedicate everything to the sport and become the greatest soccer player to ever touch a field. Ironically, for Lionel Messi, his pursuit of greatness nearly cost him his life too. Back in 2017, Messi was about to play one of the biggest games of his career. Barcelona was going up against Juventus in a crucial Champions League match. Having lost the first leg 3-0, Messi knew he needed to deliver the game of his life. From the first whistle, both teams battled with blood, sweat, and tears, their legacies on the line. As the first half came to a close, Messi made one last desperate play, but then disaster. Messi took a hard fall, landing awkwardly on his neck. He lay there, motionless. Medical staff rushed onto the field as his teammates watched in horror. Messi was in pain, and after the game, doctors revealed something chilling. If he had landed just 2 millimeters higher, the neck injury would have been fatal. Despite Barcelona losing the match, Messi was lucky to be alive. But not all close calls happen on the field. For Mateus Silva, a simple vacation almost ended in tragedy. In 2017, right before the 4th of July, Silva and his teammates decided to celebrate at Lake Tahoe. They left early in the morning, blasting music on the way, ready for a fun day at the beach. But when they arrived, Silva saw the water and couldn't resist. Without thinking, he sprinted straight for the lake and dove in. At first, it was all fun, swimming out past the buoys, feeling like a kid again. But suddenly, Silva started screaming for help. His friends thought he was joking, until he went under. Their hearts dropped. They sprinted into the lake, pulling Silva back to shore. But he wasn't breathing. His heart had stopped. A lifeguard rushed over and performed CPR. It wasn't working. Time was running out. But after several agonizing minutes, Silva finally took a breath. 2 days later, he woke up from a coma. Doctors explained that the shock of the freezing water had stopped his heart. If his teammates hadn't acted fast, Silva wouldn't have survived. When Silva returned to the field, his teammate Chris Wondolowski honored him by wearing his number 38 and even scoring a goal in his name. Nearly drowning. That's something you carry with you forever. But imagine almost dying before you could even walk. That was Neymar's reality. In 1992, Neymar was just 4 months old when tragedy struck. His family was driving through the mountains in Brazil when a sudden storm hit. Rain poured so hard they couldn't see the road ahead. Then, blinding lights. A car came straight at them. Neymar's father swerved, but it was too late. They crashed. Everyone in the car was injured. But Neymar, he was gone. Panic set in. His father searched everywhere, inside the car, outside on the road, even in the bushes, but Neymar was nowhere to be found. Then they heard it, a faint cry. Neymar's father looked under the driver's seat, and there he was, bloodied, with a deep cut on his head from shattered glass. They rushed him to the hospital. Neymar survived, but the scar on his forehead remains to this day, a permanent reminder of how close he came to death. These athletes, from Ronaldo's crash to Messi's near-fatal fall, from Silva's drowning scare to Neymar's childhood accident, prove one thing. Life can flip in an instant. No matter how strong or talented you are, you're never untouchable.